Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today's February 22nd and I'm going to set up a greenhouse. This greenhouse is 6 foot by 7 foot by 8 foot. This is my second one. It's going to go over on my deck, and you can say I put some plastic down, and the reason you put the plastic down is so that the wind or the cool air doesn't come up from the bottom. It's mostly for the cold air. You want your greenhouse obviously to stay warm, so if you're putting it on a deck, you definitely want to put down some tarps or plastic cloth. I also don't want to put this out on my lawn because it'll kill out the grass, so I'm going to do it up there. This is my second greenhouse. Let me talk a little bit about this one. This was $169. I got it on sale at 20% off, so this cost me, I don't know, about $130. It's smaller than the one I had previously, but I like it because, one, it's smaller, and what I learned is you don't want a bigger greenhouse out here on the deck or, you know, in your yard, because if you try and heat it or you try and manage it, it's just much more difficult. So you want a good size. This is 6 foot by 7 foot, but not so big that you can't really manage it. This one also has a collapsible frame that will fit right into this bag, and you can see it there. The other one was made out of plastic corners and really piping tubing, and it was a pain to set up. So I like this. It was more expensive, it's smaller, but I can already tell you the plastic's more sturdy, the frame is more sturdy, and it's just going to be a nicer greenhouse to manage, and it will be enough room to do what I want to do. This is the actually, this is just to build the shelf unit, and you can see that there, and the bottom of the shelf. So this is just to build the shelving. The other greenhouse was, the frame was made out of all of these kind of tubes, and it was just too much work. What I didn't like about the other one was it was just cheaply made. You can see the remains right over here. There's the plastic, there's the shelves, and there's the tubing that built the frame that made the greenhouse and also housed the shelving pieces. In about, I don't know, I guess in the beginning of January, a wind came through, just lifted up this whole greenhouse and wrecked it. It's not a good quality greenhouse. It's made by Village Green. It was like a 10 foot by 12 foot greenhouse. I don't recommend it. That greenhouse was actually $129, but I got it on sale at the end of the season and it only cost me $30. It was like 90% off. So anyway, today I'm going to set up this new greenhouse. It's smaller, it looks sturdier, it looks much easier to set up, and I will be doing a series of videos just showing you, one, today how to set it up, but also how to manage the plants inside. You can see some topsoil over there. That was from the previous greenhouse. That's used to put inside the greenhouse, secure the plastic down, but it also absorbs heat, so it's a good way to absorb day heat, and then these soil bags radiate heat out at night to help keep the greenhouse from getting down to freezing. I'm going to set this up and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I'm about to put the frame up in the plastic, and I just wanted to show you, this is where some of the cheaper greenhouses try and save money, and it's why they're cheap and no good. This is a nice thick plastic, much thicker than the previous one, and I can tell you this is more like tent nylon, not plastic, and the stitching is much better. So I'm already happy with spending more money for a smaller greenhouse in just the quality of the plastic, the stitching, and this whole, I guess it's seam work, I don't know, but this is a really strong nylon, so I don't feel like this is going to cause any issues. And this is obviously the plastic that forms the shell of the greenhouse. And here's the setup. It's going to go right onto this frame, and it's just like one of those tents you buy, I think, for like, you know, sporting events, that you just raise it. So I'll put the plastic over it, crawl in there through the door, raise it up, and that quickly, you know, probably less than 5 minutes, I'll have the shell of the greenhouse up, and then I'll just have to do the shelving stuff inside. So here's the greenhouse. The frame is up inside, the plastic is on. It did take me about 40 minutes. I did it by myself, and the directions recommend 3 people. So if you had 3 people, you can really put this up quickly. And it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Let me just show you the inside. I mean, there's plenty of room. The shelving is good to go, and these back 3 panels, I'll do that shortly. But it's a really, really nice seal in here, and let me tell you why I like this better. One, this is a great frame. This whole frame, again, just drops down and collapses and can be put in a bag and stored, and you just raise it. You slide it up until it clicks into place with these little pegs. There's Velcro here and up here, and one of the nice features down here as a metal clip that clips into this post, and my other greenhouse didn't have that. One of the problems I always had is a wind would come, lift this up, and then the whole plastic would slide up here, and then before you know it, you have, you know, cold air blowing into like a 1-2 foot open bottom section in your greenhouse. So this is already a lot nicer. These seams are stitched better, they're stronger. There are a couple mistakes. One mistake, there's no Velcro over here, and I'm not sure you want to knock the Chinese manufacturers, but I would, you know, give a shout out to the US that maybe we can start building products like these here in the States, because I think a lot of gardeners would use them. And if you just make them a little bit better, this is a much better quality, but even better plastic, better stitching, you could really have a product that people would buy. When you come down here, there's a plastic ring that is on, same kind that's on the outside of the tent for securing it down. This should have been a metal clip that clipped down here, so that piece was wrong too. But all in all, for $130, I'm really satisfied with this greenhouse, with the size inside. It's bigger than I thought it would be, even though, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking 6 foot by 7 foot was going to be a little bit smaller, but this is perfect. And it also has a window. The other one didn't have a window, so I already had to open that because it's 60 degrees and I can feel the air coming in. So this is a greenhouse I'm really, really happy with. I hope that it takes the test of, you know, 60 days out in the sun and in the wind, and it holds up. But I'm going to put the frame together now. The greenhouse is completed. Let me just show you the shelving. It comes with 3 levels. The top 2 levels are where the plants will go. The bottom level, you know, bigger containers can go down there. But I'm actually going to do my next video on really how to secure this down, how to use the milk containers that you see down there, the bags of soil I talked about. But just really get this secure so that you can have 60 days, March and April, of growing seeds in here, taking your transplants out here to get acclimated, but really get a jump on your spring garden. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.